You got it. All right. Welcome out to the Original Gordito Podcast. It is Tuesday, May 26th, a recording of episode 69. Let your inner 12-year-old boy giggle out that while I get the vinyl vibe going. This week we got the Independents, Chuck, Helen, Eric, and Maurice with One Woman Do Right. Man, let's check it out.
I like it.
You like that? You
I
like
did.
It? You like it?
Yeah.
All right. That's a good little groove. That's good little melody to get us started here.
Yeah, start the show. I like it.
How's it going? How you doing?
I'm good.
Welcome back. Long time no see.
When's the last time I saw you?
So it's good to hear from you. So it's good to have you in the studio with us.
Thank you.
You know, episode 69, babe. We haven't had a monumental show number in a while, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it's 50 a milestone?
Of course.
Yes,
really. It better have been.
Halfway to the century mark. It's just a halfway point. It's like a midpoint. It's like if you're doing cruising USA, you didn't get to the finish line. You just got to the checkpoint. So you just got another 20 seconds to finish the lap.
No, 50 was a milestone.
I feel like 69 is one of those. So I was actually telling you, because I was trying to keep track. Of course, obviously, my longest running podcast was the Vatos Locals of Comedy podcast that I did with the guys. And that made it 76 episodes.
Wow.
That means we are just 7 short episodes away from being my longest running podcast.
So close.
Yeah. And we're on an upswing right now, so it just makes it even sweeter. For those of y'all that have just joined us the last few episodes, thank y'all so much. It's been such a pleasure to watch the numbers to start to go up a little bit. Of course, we got stickers now.
Yay!
So we're legit, man. You understand? We're just not a quarantine podcast. We were here.
Yes, we were.
Episode 69.
Yes.
We been had a podcast.
Yeah.
All right.
We
We're not quarantine podcasters. We weren't just sitting at home and be like, oh, I'm going to start a podcast. Hey, if you did, I'm not knocking you, but I'm saying we're established. All right. We got a logo. All right.
Yeah.
We got sponsors. We got padrinos. And now we got stickers. Right. If you want to get some of the OG stickers, I know you put them around. You put them up in my desk somewhere.
I did.
Here, I should have been prepared.
Right there on that side, yeah. Where you're at.
Right there? Oh, here. You know what? I'll do one better. I'll show you because I got my laptop over here.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, on there. You see, you could do. See, you could put it on your Trapper Keeper. You could put it on your truck.
Yes.
You could put it on your Yeti cooler.
Yes.
You could put it on your refrigerator in the garage, your beer refrigerator. Anywhere that you feel is right to let people know that you are an OG.
Yeah.
Right? To let people know that you're an original gordito inside. Even if you're flaquito, you're still gordito on the inside. There's a little inner gordito in us all. It's that little inner fat kid that says, oh, you know what? 2:00 in the morning, some fucking Hostess cupcakes sound amazing right now.
That's funny. Right? That's true, though.
There's something exciting. There's something exciting about eating something you're not supposed to eat when you're not supposed to eat it.
Yeah.
The other night, I made tortillas, homemade tortillas at midnight.
I know. I couldn't believe you did that.
At midnight.
I was shocked.
I have no idea why I did it.
We were just like, ooh, that sounds good.
I think what it was is I had been planning to do it. I'd been wanting to try it. I made tortillas. I grew up around tortillas, right? My grandparents, I've said many times, owned a tortilla factory. My uncle owns and runs it now. I grew up around it when I was in high school. Every Friday and Saturday night, I would turn in early because then at like midnight, I would go in with my grandma. I would take her and the other lady that worked there, Pepita, to make the tortilla, because they used to sell to the local meat markets and a few local restaurants. So they'd have to go in at midnight. So because at like 5:00 in the morning, everyone would start picking up their orders.
Wow.
Mainly corn tortilla, but a lot of flour too. And then plus they had to have enough there to sell because people would come in for their barbacoa or just tortillas because they were seriously legit. Like they weren't store bought. They were basically, they tasted exactly like homemade tortillas, but we produced them in pretty good quantities, and it was just a stand mixer, and she had a little press that would make the little balls. But her and this lady would actually go through and inspect each little ball to make sure it was the right shape and everything before they put it through the roller. And then it would go onto a little conveyor belt. It was maybe about 12 feet long, and it had burners under there, and it would just go and cook them, and they'd come out and they'd stack them. Like that. And so my job was to go in there and I would clean the corn for the corn tortilla. A big old vat of corn with a bucket and a strainer, and to go and clean that and then grind it so that way it could be fed into the roller again, so that way it can be cooked. So I've grown up around tortillas. I've made tortillas. I've made them from the prepared white wings. I've never made them from scratch, very much like the waffles. I've always just used a mix, but I understand the process. I know what's in it, whatever. So I've been telling myself that I was going to make them from scratch. And when y'all were talking on the Zoom the other night, it just seemed to me like
that was the perfect
that was
time.
the moment. I was like, you know what? Enough of this. I'm going to do it tomorrow. First, I got up, I think, just to see if I had the stuff. And then once I realized that I had all the stuff, I was like, well, why not right now? It was only like 10:30. I was like, by the time I mix the stuff, it needs to proof for like 30 minutes. And we'll have a midnight snack. I'll only make 2.
Yeah.
And then we'll just have one. That way we don't like just eating tortillas at midnight, right?
Yes. Babe, that tortilla was so good.
But that's the kind of stuff my mom would do. She was like one of those people that like, we would get up and like if someone was talking about something, she would just get up and go make it. Like pancakes. Like if someone mentioned pancakes, well, hey, there's Bisquick. Like let me go make that, because that's how she kind of like just showed her affection by cooking for people. She loved to cook for people. Whenever her nephews would come into town, she would always make a big old breakfast at the house. Lengua, papas rancheras, and eggs, and all sorts of beans, tortillas, all sorts of shit. So yeah, so that was fun getting to do that.
Actually, yeah, that was crazy. You whipped that shit out.
I did. I've been, I was in a cookie mood on Sunday. I did barbecue. On Sunday.
Now just thinking back, I feel like that's all we did Sunday was eat.
All I did was cook on Sunday, because I started in the morning with you had been craving ribs. I had to work Memorial Day on the new job, so I said, you know what, I'll go ahead and cook Sunday and spend all day smoking low and slow.
Yeah,
some nice pork ribs, pork spare ribs.
Oh, they're so good.
That's one thing I hadn't done during quarantine, right? I hadn't. Last time I smoked something was the brisket. What was that, for Christmas or Thanksgiving or something like that?
I think it was at Christmas.
Yeah.
It takes
a long time to do barbecue. I have a lot of respect for barbecue. We were talking about this out on the patio. I was like, I know enough about barbecue to know that there's a lot of shit that I don't know about it. I have a lot of respect for like the competition barbecuers, because like the ones that are like really into it, the ones that aren't just doing it just to go drink. Right. No, you know what I'm saying? Like there's some that are, hey, it's just a hobby. It's just an excuse to hang out with their friends. And, and they like the meat or what, they like the cooking aspect of it too. They enjoy that. But ones that are just like, nah, I'm here to.
The hardcore.
I'm here to compete. I'm here to put out the best product that they can, and I used to watch that show BBQ Pitmasters, and you said you didn't know about it.
I've never heard of that. Yeah.
Right. So I was telling you, I have a lot of respect for the proper procedure, just kind of like with tortillas. Like I know about it, and I know there's a proper way to do it. I don't mind, store-bought's not a problem for me. I like barbecue, but I'll eat Bill Miller's. I don't give a shit. Yeah. It's okay. It's fine. So yeah, so I was joking with you, but what if I become a competition barbecuer instead of a comedian?
Because you can't do both because we don't have enough time.
No, there's not enough time. That's like a retirement thing.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't. Like I said, I have too much respect for that art. There's like that's like a science.
But you know a lot about it. Like when you were out there talking about it.
I watched the show. There's a lot. We talked about this. That I like reality TV as long as I can I got to get something out of it. I'm not going to sit there and just watch mind-numbing bullshit like Jersey Shore and stuff like that. Like I watch like the real estate ones, $1 million listing and flip this house and flipping out. Cause yeah, it's entertaining and it's the drama or whatever, but underneath there's actually some information.
Yeah.
You know, some of it you already knew, but sometimes every once in a while there's some stuff that you didn't know. Same thing with even Pawn Stars in the beginning, right? Like they would at least, they bring in a historical expert that would tell you a little bit about it. Bar Rescue, you know, yeah, there's him, you know, getting in an argument with the manager and running someone off and whatever. But behind that, he's talking about lighting and streamlining menus and doing market research. And, you know, it's like, oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. There's some value. There's some substance, right?
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I tell people about comedy, too. It's like, it can be entertaining, but what are you saying, though? Like, are you just saying stuff to say it? You know, you gotta have
like a message.
Not necessarily a message, but a purpose. What is it? What is it? Like, what is the truth that you're trying to convey? Because that's what we laugh at, right? You know, it's funny because it's true. Yeah, it's funny because it's true. Like, what's the truth that you're trying to?
Yeah.
You know, and then I feel like when people. I think when a lot of jokes are contrived, that what happens is it's not true. Like no, we don't all do that. Like that's a unique experience.
Yeah.
Like don't try to act like we all had that same experience. You know.
Well, you got me thinking because I was gonna say no. When I watch reality TV, I just totally want trash TV that you don't have to think about. But I remember watching things like Trading Spaces. Mm-hmm. And actually, like learning different techniques and wanting to try them out and stuff. So
and DIY and stuff like that.
So
yeah,
maybe it wasn't all just trash TV.
Absolutely, I think we have to have some value to it. You know, it can't just be all entertainment. Yeah, it's got to inform also. The best, I think when we look at what we really identify with and enjoy, there's got to be an element of truth to it.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I can see that.
You thinking about it?
I can see that.
Okay.
You got me.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Don't think too hard. You look like you're about to hurt yourself then.
Babe, that's not nice.
Has been a long day for you. I feel like I haven't seen you because I've been here in this chair all fucking day again.
I'm still doing training.
Guys, let me tell you, I'm sure I'm going to like the job. Okay? The job's going to be fine. But I don't know how much more of this damn training I can take. Mm-hmm. It's got into almost comical proportions, except it's not funny because it's me that's sitting here. I'm the type of person, I'm not comfortable with collecting a check for doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's just, it's not me. It's not the work ethic I was brought up with. I have a real problem. Like today, I almost got to the point of like, hey, can someone just like, you want me to log off and it's just like, tell me when I need here, because literally all my shit works. It's been working since the first day we did it. Mm-hmm. And every day it just seems like I'm just sitting here. Okay, checking so-and-so. Can you get into this? No, I can't get into that. Okay, pull up your screen and okay, let's talk you up. Okay. Oh, well, you're not supposed to be doing that. And do you have an Ethernet cord? No, we told you it was required 2 weeks ago for the job. You know, oh, I'm on my phone. It's like, you're supposed to be on a designated computer for this thing. we are now on our third set of trainers and our second or third tech support. So we have a trainer now and a tech support person that's going through, walking everybody through these logins, resetting passwords. Some of these passwords take up to 24. One of them takes like a 4-day turnaround to get a password reset. And people keep locking themselves out of because they can't keep track of like really 3-4 passwords to like 3 or 4 different software logins that we got to use. And they don't understand the difference between a local desktop and a virtual desktop. Now, a lot of people, if you don't work around computers, if you didn't grow up, maybe that sounds complex to you. Mm-hmm. But for most people of working age, you've encountered a PC, personal computers are not uncommon anymore.
Right.
There was a time where if you had a computer in your house, it meant that you had a lot of money, or you worked in some type of business field that required it. Mm-hmm. But since at least Windows 98, mm-hmm. it has been commonplace. You have touched a computer. You know how the basics of computing and opening programs and closing programs and mm-hmm. and populated buttons and unpopulated buttons, and these are the basics of operating a computer, right? Like this.
Yes.
In 2020, it shouldn't be new information to a whole lot of people.
Correct.
Working age. I'm not about 70, 80 years old where they were already in their 40s before they touched a computer, right? And so this is what's going on. Having to explain the difference to people between local and virtual. Mm-hmm. What that means, virtual. We're living in a virtual world right now. If you're going to take a work at home position is a virtual position. You don't understand what you're trying, the difference between your computer and the computer that you're accessing remotely.
Yeah. To
do your work. Turns out, mm-hmm. but the problem was, mm-hmm. they were supposed to test us before offering us jobs.
I mean, that would make sense.
They only found this out today, day 7 of the training. Someone finally said, "Hey, why is that training class taking forever just to get logged in?" Well, the problem is you hired a bunch of people. Not all of them. There's several like me that we're just sitting there. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie. I played Smash Brothers all day today. I'm very good at. I sucked at Smash Brothers when I woke up this morning. Uh-huh. I think I'm pretty decent. Just because
you've improved so much from this.
Just because I was tired of figuring out this damn Rubik's Cube. On Friday, I think I solved this thing like at least 30 or 40 times.
That's ridiculous.
I even started it in creating new ways to do it, because like the way I learned is you're supposed to solve it with white on bottom, yellow on top. I was like, well, what if I do green and blue? Can I do red and orange? And I did that a couple ways.
So now Smash Brothers.
And so now today I got really good at Smash Brothers Ultimate. I'm not ready to go online yet, so don't hit me up yet. But give me, if this training drags out another week, then maybe I will consider logging on and letting someone put my ad. Because I'm sure I'm not good at video games. I'm sure that I'm trash to someone that actually knows what they're doing, mm-hmm. right? But I just want to be good enough to Josh whooped my ass last time.
Yeah.
And the competitive side of me, Josh being my son, doesn't. I gotta at least put up a decent fight. I don't want him to own me on a video game. Like he already thinks I'm lame. But the thing is, here's the thing: Louis, especially Louis, thinks it's hilarious, right? To call me in to play a video game with them, right? Because this is what they're into right now. So this is what they want for their quality time, right. And so I'll go do it, but I'm like, just give me a give me like a crash course.
Yeah.
Right? Like I understand video games generally on a basic level, right? Like what button does this? What do I use to hit? What do I use to punch? And is there any special moves I can do? Or sometimes I'm just like, what's the objective? What's the point of this game? And sometimes they won't tell me that. And they'll Louis loves to just sit there and watch me just frustratingly try to figure out like what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. Right? Especially because now all these games are all like these open worlds where you're just like, just do whatever you want. It's like, what do you mean do whatever? No, who's the bad guy? Where's the princess? Let's go save something. The land's under a curse. Like, is there a key I'm supposed to be finding? Is there, you know, there's no reptiles or turtles. How do I get big? How do I get more lives? You don't have more lives. You just have infinite lives. What do you mean I have infinite lives? What is this? What happened to video games? Like it used to have like a mode. Like you start the game has a start and the game has an end.
And now
and it gets harder as you go on.
Yeah, I don't know.
He had me playing this game called Human Fall Flat, which is like from what he had me playing it for a month and wouldn't tell me how to do it. He go pick that thing up. It's like I'm a balloon. Like the person's made it look. That's the way I describe it. It looks like it's made out of like twisty balloons, like except that you're a person. And so you kind of just walk around like this. And he goes, go pick up that box. And like, I'm a balloon. How the hell can I pick up the box? But in video game land, the balloon can pick up the box and can walk with it. And drag it with one hand like that. Like completely nothing. What's the word I'm looking for? Instinctual about it, right? Like it's like this because it's not a person. This is not how people operate. And he wouldn't tell me the little shit. I was like, Louis, just tell me what I'm supposed to do. And he would just think you're lying. And then he'd go and like he'd grab me and he'd like throw me off.
Like, let me do it.
He like completely, because like if you fall off, then they drop you from the sky again because you just respawn. Right? So he would like grab me because he knew I couldn't like get away from him. So he'd just grab me and like just chunk me off. So then I'd have to respawn and drop from the sky and fall flat again on my face. And I'm not going to stand for it anymore. So thanks to this job, I am going to get better. I'm going to get so much better at video games. And then Josh did the same thing to me on Smash Brothers because we were going to play Human Fall Flat. I finally got the hang of that. Then they had to change it on me. Right? Then I get in there and then Josh is like, no, we're going to play, because they brought an extra controller from their mom's house. They're like, we're going to play Smash Brothers. I was like, well, how do I play this? Is it like Street Fighter? He goes, kind of, but not really. And then he goes, all right, ready, let's go. I was like, wait. What do you mean? You can't say kind of, but not really. And then let's go.
No other directions.
I said, well, where's the book? Can I see the book? Where's the book? He goes, what book? The book that comes with the video game. He goes, they don't give you books with video games. Like, when did they stop giving books? You remember when you used to buy video games? You open up the video game, there's a video game, and on the left-hand corner, there's a little book. You pull out the little book and tell you put A to jump, B to hit. Right? Yeah, they don't make that. That doesn't happen anymore.
Wow, I had no idea.
So we played this tournament and I lost the first round. So then I got to sit there and watch everyone else play. And I'm not gonna take it anymore. I'm not. So I'm gonna learn how to play Smash Brothers. I got one character that I'm really good at. His name's Seamus. Like, I know that it's Seamus, but they're pronouncing it Samus. And from what I know of Ireland, the Gaelic language, that is pronounced Seamus, but for some reason, they're going to pronounce it Samus, the way it's spelled.
And what is your character? What does he look like?
I don't know where he's from. He kind of looks like if Mega Man and the Halo guy like fused together.
I know Mega Man, but I don't know the Halo
Mega Man,
guy.
remember Mega Man had the little arm cannon thing? Mm-hmm. He's got that.
I said I know Mega Man.
And he's got the little, the Halo character, whatever, Commander, has a little face shield.
Yes.
So kind of like that, like Mega Man, Iron Man, and Halo kind of melded together. I texted Josh to let him know that I was practicing. I'll be ready for his ass when he comes back.
He's gonna practice while he's gone.
No, they don't have a Switch at their house anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
unless he took his DS with him.
You might.
But the Smash Brothers game is. That's why I started playing it, because Louis left his Smash Brothers for his DS out.
Oh.
And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go practice. I'm gonna go get the Switch, and I'm gonna practice while I'm sitting here, because I'm tired of the Rubik's Cube, and I'm tired of reading George Bush's book. And
I think you're just tired of just sitting.
I am. Well, you know what? It's not the sitting. It's sitting and not doing anything.
Right. That's what I mean.
So tomorrow we're supposed to take the little typing test, computer test, and then possibly from that we might get recruited to another.
Do you think you'll get recruited?
Yeah, I'm like not to be overly cocky, but I'm pretty sure.
But you got that typing test down.
Yeah, I'm pretty decent. My highest clocking was like 97-ish. Usually no errors, right? That you have to do it. I could probably get peak bursts of over 100 words a minute, depending how I'm flowing, how limber I am. But I'm out of practice. I haven't had to type like that in 4 years. Mm-hmm. So I'm probably in the 70s, 80s. Right now. Can
you test yourself before?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up some software. There's websites and stuff that'll test you that I'll pull up tonight just to kind of.
I'm curious for myself.
Loosen up the rust. Huh. Yeah, definitely.
We should have a competition.
Speed testing. Well, I did my old job had a lot of transcription stuff that I had to do, so my typing had to be on par. I never have I ever taken a typing course.
Really?
So. Yeah. Just familiarity.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. Let me get a couple side notes out of the way while we're kind of in between topics. I do got the show coming up June 12th.
Yes.
Show. That's in person. All right. Enough of this. Let's put the mask on. We'll stay 6 feet apart. We'll wash our hands. We'll put our left foot in and our left foot out. We'll turn around and we'll do the hokey pokey and the sign of the cross and sana colita de rana and hope for the fucking best because it's getting ridiculous now.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see clubs are taking some chances, putting in precautions in place. One of those places, Spirit of Tejas Distillery in Pflugerville. I'm actually told they have an outdoor stage, so there might possibly be an outdoor show.
That'd be good.
That'd be cool, right? A little more space.
Yeah.
A little less same air circulating, right? Open air. So
that'd be cool.
Good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Week before that, I got a private party, so that'll kind of knock some rust off there.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I already told you about the stickers. We got stickers. Feel free to message us, drop us a support. Send your if you donate to the Venmo, which is the Venmo is Universal Comedy, and the Cash App is $javilunacomedy. Send to that. In a private message, send me your address, and I will send the stickers to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm still in training for who knows how long. That's fine.
I don't mean to laugh, but I think it's funny.
In the middle of all the training, I was so tied up with just listening to these people. One day, I actually played tech support myself, right? Because I got tired of it. I got frustrated with it. I was like, hey, you know what? Like, everyone's just chiming in with their problems. Let's go one by one. Who has not been able to download the software? Great. Let me control your computer. Let me help you do it. Let me walk you through doing it. Because we're all in like 10 different places. And until we get to one spot, we're never going to going on with the training. So then the next day, they actually brought in a tech support. I guess she went and reported like, well, one of my students had to basically take over my class to get, and I'm glad. Like I'm quiet now. I'm like, yeah, no, hey, no. And sometimes someone would be like, oh, well, the guy Javier I was like, no. That was out of necessity. I am not the pet. I am not the tech guy. I'm not the expert. I'm not the one to ask a question. Ask the guy that gets paid to do that, who actually knows the software. I'm taking educated guesses at this point, but educated guesses were better than nothing. And between all that, the school year ended.
Yes. For the boys.
For the boys. Am I the only one that it felt weird? It feels weird like usually that's kind of like it's an exciting thing. The kids are excited. It's yay, hooray, report cards. And it just felt very like they were here. They missed out on the last day of school.
With their friends.
We're going to school. There's no work. And it's just like Louis finished on Monday and Josh finished on Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, all right, that's it. That's your last assignment. There's no party. There's no cupcakes. There's no chips and dips. No. There's no watch Free Willy 2.
Yeah. Well,
there's
not Free Willy, but yes.
You know.
All those traditions that happen at the end of the school year.
Yeah, it was. Louis had a kinder parade,
which was great.
Which lasted all of like 10 seconds.
But at least they did have something.
Cute, right?
Yeah, but he missed out on wearing like his cap and gown and getting to like graduate.
Yeah, even that stuff. I mean, I don't put a lot of stock on ceremony, right? I'm not. You know, I nearly. If I didn't think my mom would have beat my ass, I would have skipped my own high school graduation.
Well, I was excited for Louis' kinder graduation.
Yeah, you know, but that experience but some really fun memories for me. I loved the last day of school, like growing up. Like, it was great because you got to be with all your friends. There was no more work to be done. At most, like, I remember sometimes like turning in some extra credit or some late assignments or whatever. But still, whenever the TV's going, y'all are playing board games, like signing people's yearbooks. Like, it's the greatest day. Like, first day fucking sucks. Yeah. It's all just fucking filling out fucking textbooks and, you know, take this paper home and get this paper signed. But the last day of school, that and the day before Christmas break, those ends of the semester are fucking fantastic. And I hate that they missed out on it. Yeah, you know, especially Louis. This was the end of Louis' first year of school. So I tried to, on Sunday, I was like, hey guys, good, you know, do the father thing. I was, good job this year. You know, Josh, this is your best year yet. And Louis, you're going to first grade next year. And he's all like, did you forget something? I was like, what? He goes to say that you're proud of me for working hard. I was like, I already told you that during the week though. This is your first year and that you did really good. And I wanted you to keep getting good grades next year. He just wanted me to say it in front of his brother. That was his thing.
He wanted everyone to hear how great he did. I wonder like what he really thought of it though, because he didn't have like any expectations of what kinder would be like.
No, he really had no experience with organized.
So then for it to stop, you know, like in March and stuff, like I wonder what he thought about it. Like, is this just what school is? Like, you know what I mean? Just like.
Well, he has no concept of summer vacation.
Right.
That's the thing that's kind of weird to him. Like, so it's just kind of like, I just don't go back one day. Like, I just stop going. Like, he missed out on that part. That's what I mean. He missed out on his first last day of school.
Yeah.
And that to me is sad.
Mm-hmm.
Which it helped put stuff in perspective, right? Because I was kind of like, I wouldn't say I was feeling apathetic or cold towards it, but this whole like, oh, the seniors, they're not gonna get a graduation or whatever. They're not gonna get to walk the stage. To me, that shit was always a pain in the ass. Fucking putting on the fucking ugly ass robe and waiting there for hours. Listen to some fucking dork you don't want to hear give a speech. Give a fucking speech.
But some people do look forward to that.
I get it. But I couldn't identify with it. Right? So I was kind of like, so you missed out on graduation. Like, I mean, that sucks. Whatever. It sucks. I empathize more with the parents, because I know a lot of parents put a lot of stock in that.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, the part that is that what matters to me is they missed out on their last week of school, especially senior year.
Mm-hmm.
It's your time to tie up loose ends, to shoot that shot you never shot, to ask that girl out, to ask that boy out, to fight that bully, to stand up to that bully, to do, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm,
to tie up they missed out on that opportunity, and that fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's sad all the way around.
It is. How are you feeling? You are not done. Teachers are not done.
Well, my school is still going. The other school district got out last week. We're still going this week. So our kids are technically supposed to have assignments, but we just did like fun little things for this week.
Typically like how you would do this week. That's got to be annoying as a parent.
For sure.
Like, don't send me this fucking coloring bullshit.
For sure.
Can you print this out?
Yeah. So we're still working, but teachers will, our official last day is Thursday for students. So.
Okay. And so then you have one more week of.
Then teachers have 2 more days, and then that's it.
And can I ask, are y'all talking about, is school gonna open up like normally?
They have no idea.
Are y'all acting that way?
They're prepping for any scenario. They're prepping
for both, for
virtual learning, and they're prepping for going back.
Good, because you never know.
Yeah.
So do both. We don't know, so do both.
We're gonna have a plan for both.
Plan for both. You see that? More people should plan. You know what I'm saying? Hope for the best, plan for the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the way we should
live?
Should all live our life?
Yep.
A little bit of personal responsibility goes a long way, and that's what I want to
take that Rubik's Cube from me.
It is. I'm making a lot of noise. I'm gonna move it. I'm so sorry. Yeah, this is the most ADD fucking episode ever. But you know what really gets my goat going? Really grinds my gear. No. Check it out. I read this article today.
Mm-hmm.
All right, while I was sitting here in between Smash Brothers tournament, I came across this, and I don't know why. I don't consider myself in education. I've dabbled in it. I taught for a year and sub, and I teach in night school. I don't consider myself an educator because there's people that have made that their lifelong goal, right? That's they studied it, the pedagogy and all that. Just like barbecue, I respect it enough to know that there's a lot of shit about it that I don't know, but I'm interested in it. I understand what it takes. My mother was a paraprofessional, and a lot of her friends were teachers, so I got to see the behind the scenes of education at a very young age. I know the work that it takes to go into it. I know the stresses and the concerns and the testing and all that. I understand all that. Being married to you has only increased my understanding of that. So I feel like, for not being a non-educator, which I do consider myself, I feel like I have a distinct point of view on it. Right? It's real easy to say teachers are underpaid. Do you really understand why we're saying that? Do you really understand what is being asked because, and I don't think they do, because then you have a lot of parents then in the same breath want to put more on teachers' plates.
Yeah.
Right? They're the same people that complain about new math or Common Core.
Yeah.
They're upset because my kid's being taught a different way how to do it, how to do math, and how do you change math? No one's changing math. They're just teaching the way that they're teaching it. Mm-hmm. Guess what? You were taught a different way how to do math than your parents were, and they were taught a different way. Did anybody teach you how to fucking do math on an abacus? No. You want to know why? Because new systems were developed.
I used to have one of those in my classroom.
Right. And you probably pulled it out and showed, look, it does this, and the basics addition, whatever, but you could do a lot more.
Yeah, for sure.
Like your great grandpa spent time on that motherfucker. Like he knew how to multiply with it, divide with it. Like they used to do everything. Then at some point someone was like, you know what, we really don't need this thing. We just need some paper and a pencil. And then you're like, then you're just regular Grandpa Jedediah was like, what the fuck is this? Why are they changing math? In my day, you're not always gonna have a pencil and paper. Solve it out. What if all you have is an abacus? Huh? What are you gonna do then? You're not gonna have a pencil and paper on the test.
Oh shit!
Long division. When I was a kid, there was only one kind of division. Short division. Short division. Why are you trying to make it long for?
Yeah.
Those people.
Those.
Don't understand when they ask for stuff or demand stuff from the education system that what you're talking about is creating more work for the same people that you are acknowledging are underpaid. Right. Right?
Absolutely.
And a lot of it goes back to testing. Yes. The unfairness that it is to tell teachers you have to teach A through Z, but you also have to meet this, right. You know, teach them the English alphabet and but we're going to test you on the Chinese alphabet. Okay, great. When am I supposed to teach that? We don't know. Just find time to teach it.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Because I'm already spending all day teaching them the English alphabet. So, and then on top of that, I come across this fucking art. And granted, it's just a blog, right? You know, and blogs they exist to create traffic.
Yes.
They are absolutely, they are the internet equivalent of trash TV.
Okay.
Someone created this so that people could have contrasting opinions on it. And sure, I did exactly what the person who wrote it wanted it to do. But what it helped me do is identify who on my social media thinks this way. Okay. Okay. The name of the story is "Bring Back Home Economics Class Because Our Kids Lack Basic Life Skills." First of all, horrible sentence. Horrible. That is a horrible headline. First clue on who wrote this, right? And it says, there are a lot of complaints that what is being taught in schools is not very practical in the real world. And it's true. A lot of complaints. Don't tell me from who. Just a lot of complaints. Who wrote this fucking I hear I've been talking to a lot of people. They're upset. A lot of people tell me. All the time people tell me. I hear from a lot of people that they don't think that it's very practical what's being taught in schools. It said more students can unravel complex mathematical problems, but still lack the skills to put together a meal or do anything that helps them live as independent human beings. Apparently, according to wherever this guy lives, there's a bunch of fucking Rain Man looking motherfuckers walking around that know how to fucking do complex mathematical problems, unravel complex mathematical problems, but don't know how to cook a frozen pizza or a fucking Hot Pocket. Those people probably have some diagnoses that you're probably unaware of. Most people, if you can figure out math, you can figure out the instructions on a box of hamburger helper. Okay, you're talking extremes here,
right?
This is how you pick apart an article for its credibility, right? Such parents, parents can pitch in and pick up the slack, teaching their kids skills they do not get at school. But still, the education system can do a better job of preparing these students to survive in the real world. First of all, parents, you are not picking up the slack. That is your slack.
I was going to say.
To begin with.
That's your job.
You're not pitching. It's your job. Your job to prepare your kid for life.
Yeah.
Your job, not the school's job. If your kid gets to graduation and they don't know how to do their laundry or cook themselves a hot meal, that is your fault.
That's on you.
Not the school's fault.
Yeah.
While schools are perfectly fine letting kids decide what courses to take and allowing them to handle important career and life decisions, they forget to teach them simple life skills that can have a huge impact on their daily lives. In one case, a mathematics professor, unnamed, claimed that many of the students had no idea that after owning a property, they would also have to pay property taxes for as long as they own them. Where was this guy a mathematics professor at? That you have not, and again, why have you never discussed taxes with you? Where's the personal responsibility? Like, hey, are they teaching this at school? Great, let me talk to you about it. Then. Do you really?
I mean, we do financial literacy in school, and so there's an introduction.
There's programs and resources for that.
That's totally a parent's job.
Wants to take. But what this guy is lobbying for, or at least pretending to in his blog, is that it should be a mandatory, compulsory. That means required for everybody. On top of all the things that they're required to learn already, everyone should have to take a class that teaches them this stuff. Well, first of all, taxes and shit like that, that's covered in economics class. It is a required course. Right? Sometimes people are asking for this. It's like, it's already there. It's just, there's not a class called basic life skills. Like it's you learn it throughout the education system. Yeah. Yeah. You learn about taxes in government and economics. That you have to pay them every year. And if you don't know how to do the math behind it, which newsflash, most people don't, because the tax code is written so fucking densely that you can't understand it, so that you have to pay people to prepare your taxes. It's a fucking racket. You know, the tax preparation industry spends billions of dollars a year lobbying Congress to not simplify the tax code. We are one of the only countries where you have to file your own fucking taxes. And do the math yourselves, and they make it so complex. So you at least in school, you're not going to learn how to do your taxes by hand, but you'll learn that you have to file them. And you have to file them correctly. Yes. Or risk going to jail.
Yes.
You know how absurd that is that we do that our country does that and says, hey, you owe us money? We don't know how much. Figure it out. And if you get the number wrong, we're going to fucking send you to jail. Okay, so I just add up. Is it just like a percentage? No. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. Listen, what you got to do is you got to take line A and you want to subtract that from C3. All right. What the fuck you talking about, dude? And if you don't have nothing on C3, then we're going to need you to fill out this other form. This worksheet here. And like he says, in one case, a math professor. Just you mean your neighbor that teaches remedial math models at the community college? Let's see, what else they say? She stepped up and added more material to what she was teaching. God bless her. She just said, I'm going to teach these poor kids about property taxes. Nowadays, we have students who can compose a sonnet of Shakespearean caliber.
Really? There you go.
But lack the skills to prepare their taxes or handle their basic finances. In other words, there's a grotesque lack of balance in the education system. Students are graduating without much real-world knowledge. And it is time that the society as a whole starts to take this seriously. Teaching home economics can help resolve many of these issues. It might even be called Skills for Life class. You can names it for you. And it should be compulsory, meaning you have to take it. With this class, these youngsters can have the knowledge they need to succeed when they start their own independent lives or families. Well, what the fuck are the parents supposed to do? Play fucking shoots and ladders with them? What the fuck did you have a kid for if you're going to send them off to school?
To raise your child.
Well, some parents don't know how to do that. Well, then you shouldn't have fucking had kids. And guess what? Maybe your kid's going to fall through the cracks, and that's not the school's fault. That's your fault as a parent. Why are your kids falling through the cracks? You fill the fucking crack. Personal responsibility. Mm-hmm. You are entitled to nothing. Frank Underwood said that.
Wait, how do you say it?
Huh?
Like imitate him. How do you say
No, I would never. I would never do a Frank Underwood impression. No, I had too much respect, babe.
Aww.
For that character, not for the actor.
Well, no, I know.
Oh, don't get me caught up here.
No, I know.
All right. Imagine how nice it would be if your kid would learn to keep their shopping within the appropriate budget. So you want us to teach them that at the school? Okay, got it. Such kids would also know how to make meals for themselves and for others. Basic economics knowledge should go a long way in helping people become more independent. After all, after school, these kids have to make important financial decisions that can affect the rest of their lives and those of the families they start. There's obviously a need for academics, but skills like cooking, sewing, budgeting, time management, and so forth would also go a long way to help these kids have more successful lives.
Okay, so I understand the benefits of having this class. 100%.
Absolutely.
But to say that it's a requirement.
And they do have it.
No, I know they do, but that's what I'm saying. So to say it's a requirement on top of everything else that's a requirement, there's no way, dude. Yeah. There's no way.
To that act like it is available. People say, well, they should teach more industrial skills. They do. Mm-hmm. Your kids can take a lot of schools have it, and if your kid's school doesn't have it, another school in the district will have it. And if you petition, if you just go down to the school district and tell them, I want my kid to go here. Why? Because they offer a class that's not available here, right. And he wants to learn how to be a welder. Great, cool. As long as he doesn't get in any trouble, he can go to that fucking school.
Yeah.
But people want it done for them. Personal responsibility. When does it fucking kick in for some people? And I actually had people arguing like, no, there's bad parents out there. Great. Bad parents will make bad kids. Our prison systems need to be filled. Someone needs to flip burgers. Mm-hmm. Someone needs to mop the floors. Mm-hmm. Hopefully one of these kids will learn, hey, maybe my parents aren't teaching me the things I need to do. I need to go seek that out somewhere else. Maybe I should take a home economics class. If anything, our counselors should be identifying those kids like, hey, look, I get it. You're not getting the greatest parenting. We do have some courses that'll teach you some of the stuff that you can break this cycle. Yeah. But to make it mandatory and to add that burden to an already overworked school system is not a fucking answer.
Yeah. I had no idea you felt so passionate.
Let's take some calls. You're on the phone with Javi. You, sir, are a moron. Let's go to the big boy. Did you ever watch that like what was that fucking what's his name? Was his name Kramer? The stock market dude? that like had like he was like on, I think it was on like Fox or something. He used to do like stock market and financial shit, but he was like really mean and like loud for no reason. He's like, NASDAQ is up 500 points. And he said, all right. Yeah, my name is Jim from Ohio. Hi, Jim. All right, yeah. First, long time watcher, first time caller. Okay, great, thank you. He goes, listen. So, I have a credit score of 680. I own a home, 2 mortgages. I would like to buy a boat. The boat costs whatever his name. He goes, no, I don't think you should. like you would like call in and you would tell him like your scenario and like what you're thinking about spending money on. And he would like, if it was a dumb thing, he would like basically insult you and tell you how much of an idiot you were for wanting to buy this shit. This is a fucking TV show. Anyway, what do I know? I'm just a podcast. Just a guy that talks into his computer with his wife. Once a week.
You're gonna run for school board, Bear?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do in 2055.
Okay.
When I'm all done, I'll have to become like a born again Christian. That's the way you get away from everything bad you've done.
Oh, okay.
Because you have to like admit like, oh, you know, but I found myself and I'm saved and you know, it doesn't matter what I did. Yes, you know, I said fuck and I did a joke about my dick on stage, but that was before I found Christ, and now I found Christ, so it's okay. I'm new. I'm born again. I'm washed in the blood. I'm saved. Right. So then I can run for school board. Okay. But then from then on, you have to be good. I have to be good. You only get to claim that like once.
Okay.
Then you have to be like, I have sinned.
Babe, so if you have to be good, does that mean I have to be good since you're running?
But don't worry, I'm gonna do it like when I'm like really old, like when I'm done having fun. Okay. You know, I live the St. Augustine life. Like you said, dear Lord, please make me chase, but not yet. You know, yeah. Let's talk about Netflix, man.
Did we Netflix? Kind of.
We did, but we didn't. We Hulu'd.
Yes.
And we Fandango'd.
Yeah.
We purchased our first new movie at home rental experience.
Yes.
Paid $20.
Yes.
For 24 hours with a new animated film. There's an animated film on top of that. Scoop. I thought it was going to be an origin story, but it really wasn't.
No, it wasn't at all. I thought it was too.
Yeah, I thought it was all going to be an origin story, and I thought that I was looking forward to that. Yeah. But no, it was a Scooby-Doo movie, and the first like 10 minutes were about Scooby and Shaggy finding each other as kids. Yeah. And then it was like montage. It's and like, oh, look, now it's the same.
The same shit.
And it was like one long Scooby-Doo episode.
Totally. Yes. And I wondered what I didn't like about it. That was it. Yes.
Yeah, it was just a Scooby-Doo episode. Yeah. Granted, it was animated really nicely. They obviously spent the money on it. They paid a lot of homage to a lot of the different generations of the show.
And that's something Joshy picked up on.
Joshy picked up on it right away. He used to be a big, huge Scooby-Doo fan. Because they relaunched it right around the time he was about 3 or 4. So, and Louis even wears his old Scooby-Doo shirt now. Yeah. But he had all the Scooby-Doo toys. He had the Mystery Machine. He had the action figures, the shirts, the bed sheets. He loved Scooby-Doo. Oh. So he's one of those kids, when he gets into something, he gets into it. So he was like, oh, that's from that episode. Oh, that's from that episode. And he was all like, I'm trying to figure out the time frame. Like, so if he has an iPod Nano, that's like what, 2002? Yeah. And he was dissecting it because he's my son. But I had to not get after him, but I was like, hey man, we gotta let the people,
let the rest of us just
let everybody
sit in
just enjoy the movie. Like, so I nipped it in the bud. I was like, hey, look, listen. They're trying to pay homage to all the generations of the movie because they want people to watch it and get nostalgic. Like, oh, that was from the 70s version, and that was from this version. And so he's like, oh, okay. And then he kind of let it go. Yeah. After that, but basically that's what it was. It was just one long episode.
Yeah.
It was cute.
It was cute.
The I would say for parents, you're going to really enjoy the first 10, 15 minutes. And then you'll kind of space out.
Yeah, I totally zoned out.
After that.
Mm-hmm. So are we going to rate it?
For the kids, if you're going to do it, I'm gonna say this. Buy it. Because you said we got it for $20,
and then to buy it,
but you could have bought it and you own it.
Yeah, for like $25
digitally, which means you'll be able to access. You don't have to save it anywhere. You'll always be through your account. You'll always have it there.
Yeah,
it was $25, which to me just been the extra.
And I didn't think about that. Yeah,
because kids aren't as discerning. They're gonna like it no matter what. Just because.
Yeah, Louis even watched it again afterwards.
He did.
Yeah,
yeah. I knew he would do that.
So I should have just bought it, and then he could have watched it whenever.
Yeah, and they should give you the option though, like 24 hours. Hey, within 24 hours, come back and pay the other $5.99.
Yeah, and then it's yours.
And it's yours.
They should write them, babe. Tell them.
I'm gonna write. Hey, listen, Fandango, if you're listening, I'll send you some stickers. Think about it, because this is still new. This whole buying new movies as they come out because they can't premiere anymore. Mm-hmm. Pete Davidson's got that movie coming out on the 12th. King of Staten Island or something like that. Looks pretty good.
It does.
Bill Burr is in it, plays the stepdad, major role for him. I'm gonna watch it for him.
Yeah.
And Pete Davidson, I can take or leave it. But yeah. But Scoob, what are you gonna give it?
But like kid wise or just me? Okay,
let's do it for kids.
I would say they would enjoy it. I would say it'd be like 3.75.
Okay. And as a parent?
I mean like a 2.
As a 2, it's that grueling for parents to get through?
I mean, like I said, the first 10 minutes was great, but then after that, I was done.
So just plan on being on your phone or whatever. That's a good part of it. Doing it at home, you can kind of tune out. So that's kind of nice because I was thinking, I was like, man, I would have hated if I had to go to a theater, spend $100 to see this after the snacks and everything. It was like, yeah, I was kind of glad. I was like, I'm glad I was at least here in my house and able to be on my phone.
Yeah.
You know, when it got kind of boring and stuff like that. So for kids, I'm going to give it a 4. Okay. I think the kids are really going to love it. They're going to want to watch it over and over again. And I think for parents, it's a 3 because the nostalgia was kind of cool. They went really light on the jokes with it. I thought they were going to have a lot more jokes for the parents. They didn't make any of the stoner references that were known for the show. The original show had a shitload in it.
Yeah.
You know, I think I only at least one that I only caught was the one about the smell in the van.
What was the rating? Do you know? It was rated G or rated PG?
No. You want to pull that up?
Sure.
So for parents, what did I say? I give it a 3. You know, because of that, because of the nostalgia aspect. But we did watch Footloose. Speaking of nostalgia, the updated one. What do you think about that? Well, okay, already, but let's just talk about it real quick.
I loved Footloose, like the original, loved
Kevin Bacon.
Loved, and not for Kevin Bacon. I was one of those. I know. I was just one of those girls that I liked dance movies. Like I loved Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I loved all of that genre. Yes, like loved it. That was my shit. Yes, I feel like we need to do like a music.
I don't think I've ever seen Fame.
Okay,
think about it.
Okay, let's watch it. Anyway, so I was excited about the remake, but then I was nervous because I was like, what if they fuck it up and ruin it for me, and then I'm gonna be pissed off. So I never watched it when it came out. So when you were watching it, I was like, okay, maybe I'll give it a shot. I dug it.
It's not a bad movie. As far as reboots, I know a lot of people canned it or whatever, but it's not. If you ever skipped it, it's the same story. They stuck with the story.
Yeah.
They modernized it just right. They explained it. You know, it's in modern times. They paid a lot of homage to the original, but they didn't make fun of it. They didn't like Dukes of Hazzard it or anything like that.
Yeah.
And they kept a lot of the iconic scenes in there, and some of them they changed them just enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, I totally dug it. It was great. It was a great little watch. What did you think?
It's good. I'm not gonna rate. We're not.
No, I know we're not rating it. I just want
to know. Did you find out on Scoop though?
Well, I stopped because I was.
I was bringing that up to kill time. Like,
babe, I cannot multitask. This is show
business.
I don't even know why you
business.
think I can. Like, for real.
We gotta keep it rolling. 69 episodes, man. We've been on fire lately. You know, we gotta keep the show right.
You're still gonna probably find it before me.
Scoob rating.
Hold on, I had it. PG.
Thank you. What they need to do is teach a class in school on how to Google. Our kids are graduating from school and they don't know how to properly Google stuff. Who is going to teach? You know what? There's a lot of people out there who don't know how to wipe their ass correctly, and I don't understand why they're not teaching a proper ass wiping class in school. Why is my child graduating from high school not knowing how to properly wipe their ass?
Oh, gross.
You see how fucking ridiculous that sounds? Your job educating your child does not end at potty training. Mm-hmm. You're entitled to nothing. Personal responsibility. One love.